Hey everyone, NavyDoc5184 here. Welcome to another music reaction. Today we're going back to Lovebites and we're reacting to Edge of the World, and this was from their Five of a Kind. I believe it was a concert DVD. It might have been a tour. I don't remember what it was, but I remember the name of it was Five of a Kind. And I know that this one was suggested to me quite a few times. I don't remember what it was specifically I was looking for in terms of that, but I do know that this was one that apparently fit that bill that was suggested to me by a few people. So we're gonna go get into it. Normally when I start these, I like to try to give some sort of intelligent, I guess you could say, pre-reaction analysis, but there really isn't a whole lot I can give with them because they've really kind of taken me by storm. They're a group where I figured that I would probably like them. I just did not expect them to be as good and enjoyable as they proved to be, and these ladies are just absolutely magnificent. And I know one of the things that is a common theme in all my videos when I watch them is how I feel like any accolades or praise that they get is fully deserved, maybe in some cases even underrated, because I feel like sometimes, you know, in a genre that is very male dominated, it can be very hard for an all-female group to not only, you know, go toe-to-toe with them, but even surpass some groups. But outside of that, really nothing else more to say, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I will leave the link to the original video in the description below. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Oh. Oh wow, this is a side I haven't seen in a while. Miyako on the piano. Definitely a slower number. Maybe this is why it was suggested. Here comes in Midori. Alrighty, so I think maybe what got this suggested is maybe there's some point, I'd have to double check on my last reaction. It might have been a slower, or felt like it was going to be a slower start compared to what I'm used to with them, but I could see why that was started like this. But one thing I've got to say right off the bat is I love how this is starting, because I really don't know what it is, but even when like hard rock groups or metal groups, I'm sure you've probably heard of the term power ballads. And there's just something about that when you got a group that you're just so used to being very fast paced and hard, when they kind of take that chance and soften up a little bit. I don't know what it is about those that really I find absolutely amazing. Probably because it feels like it is such a risk in a way, because that's not what people are used to from you. Now, granted, they could have way more of this type of song in their repertoire that I'm just not familiar with, but when I'm used to them being so fast paced and so hard, this is just something that's just absolutely beautiful. And I think that is something where they can excel, is because they have like that gentleness in there, and you kind of hear it in Asami's voice where they could easily pull this off as a group. But I just had this feeling that it's gonna be definitely in a power ballad feel to it, where you're still gonna get the guitars and everything. But I don't know, because I mean, obviously with the way Miyako's doing that piano, it could very well just be a just straight softer song, but who really cares? I just know that as of right now, it sounds fantastic. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we are getting like a little power ballad here. I'm here for it though. Oh, it's Miho too on the bass, so this is gonna be real fun. Wow. Dude, I love the sound of this. Oh, here we go. Shows out on the piano, then shows out on the guitar. Wow, I really love this solo. Whew, okay. Oh, wait a minute, what we got going on here? Oh, hold up. Ooh, okay. Wait for it. There it is. There it is. Wow, what a switch. Oh, now she's getting her solo in. Wouldn't be right without an Eminem solo. Oh, there we go. Now we got the guitaring duet here. Here we go. Ooh, okay, I see you. Okay, I had to pause it there because I gotta get this thought out while it's still in my head. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget it because that's what they do to me. They make me forget. So I just gotta give the thoughts as I give them. But wow, first off, what a switch! I mean, I was not ready for that switch. I was in the whole power ballad mood and everything, and it just had like the great feel to it. But commenting before they made that little switch up to where they kind of got to, the love bites that I was used to. Um, I don't know what it is about. I don't know if I want to say tone. Maybe it was more tune. Maybe tune is more the word I'm looking for. But I don't know what it was about the arrangement, but it was just something in there that just sometimes when you hear a song and it's a certain tune or anything like that, it just something about just kind of just grabs you and you just want more of it and you just want to keep going. And that was the feeling I got, especially when Miyako was doing her. portion of the guitar solo on the slower bits. There was just something about it that was just I don't know if mesmerizing is the word for it. It could very well be, but it really had me gripped, and it was just so pleasing to the ear to see. And I have to admit, it was almost kind of I don't want to say a welcome change because it makes it sound like that I don't like when they're going fast and heavy and everything like that. But maybe I should say pleasant, because as I said before, just something about power ballads when people are normally fast and hard. It's nice to see the softer side a little bit, and just the way they do it. The arrangement of the tune they did was just absolutely amazing. But then they had to hit up with that switch, and when I was just saying, wait for it, I knew, especially as Asami was raising her hand up, and then as soon as she just let it drop, it's like, okay, yep, it's time to get hard now. Their gentleness is over. Time to get hard. And boy, oh boy, did they go. And then naturally, you got your Eminem guitar duel / duet. I mean, no Love Bite song is complete without that. Am I right? And these ladies are something else. Nice kind of seeing Miho again. Very interesting feeling I'm getting with this now. I will explain it later. Ooh, nice. Man. Man, oh man. Oh, look at her. She is feeling it. Oh. Yes. Beautiful. All right, y'all, that was Edge of the World by Lovebites, and man, oh man, that was a fun ride right there. Couple things I want to make sure I comment on right away before I forget. I really feel like, as I think about it now, I really want to stress something. I was talking about how good it was to see Miho again. I'm sure nobody is taking it this way, but at the same time, you just never know. So I feel like that I need to kind of clarify that statement that I thoroughly enjoy Fami on the bass too. You know, there's no one I like better than the other, but you know, I guess in a way it's just kind of nice because this was the lineup that I was introduced in terms of Lovebites. So it's kind of nice where like my past few reactions have had Fami on the bass. So it's kind of nice, you know, to kind of go back to the original lineup to where, you know, that's where I was introduced. So that's what I meant when I said it's nice to see Miho on there, not that I instantly like it better because it's Miho on bass. I feel like I need to clarify that. Another thing I need to clarify is that I know I talk so much about, I just call him Eminem, Miyako Midori, but I honestly wonder, and I really feel like I need to look back on this, but there's a part of me that feels like I don't give Asami much love for her singing talent. I mean, she held some really long notes in that tune, and again, she has that ability where when they go hard, she really matches it. But at the same time with this, when they're on that slower part and they really needed that gentleness to it, and she knocked that out of the park. But I don't think I really gave her enough flowers for her own talent in this. I probably maybe have mentioned it, slightly and say kind of like an off comment, because I'm the type where I firmly believe that a great band really requires all the pieces to just fit, and that's probably where I've maybe mentioned her vocals, but I don't think I've really taken the time to really just give some appreciation to that, so I want to do that with this. But one of the things that I gotta say, and again, just kind of going on that whole feeling of the power ballad thing, it was a very pleasant treat. I think I know I said, pleasant surprise or something like that, or help or pleasant change or something like that. I think I'm gonna term it as a pleasant treat to get a number like this. And I'm not gonna lie, that switch they did in the middle when they, started off slow and soft, and then they got hard, in the middle, in the middle to the end. That was a nice switch, but it was a very pleasant treat to get that softer side of the group. And I think if I look through the comments, you guys probably did recommend more than a few, I guess you could say ballads, or slower numbers, or maybe it was just Miyako on piano. I don't remember. But all I know is that this was a real pleasant treat. I really enjoyed this song, and it feels like every time I react to Lovebites, they're just one of those groups where if you had a favorite song, that it could very well change. The one thing I can definitely say is it feels like that if I had a top list of my favorite Lovebites songs, that list changes every time I do a new reaction. It's absolutely amazing. I love reacting to these ladies, and I can't wait to react to more of them. So I think we'll just end it right there. Thank you all for stopping by. Definitely feel free to check out my other Lovebites reactions right over there. Such a joy to react to. Thank you guys once again for stopping by, and I will catch you all down the road.